Abi teşekkür ederim. Bunlar gerçek mi? Güzelmiş.
Buzz does get dazed there by the Trailblazer. Buzz making his way out onto the site. He's going to be lurking through the wall, taking a bit of decay here. As the spike will get planted. So far, no real damage getting pushed out. But as I say that, King, oh man, barely lines up the second headshot. Putting PTC down. 2 HP remaining for him. Now a 2-man advantage for the side of Vision Strikers. Buzz going to be taking the tailwind back up the side, over towards the cave. Keeps himself out of line of sight. Spots John Olsen there, but doesn't want to go for the re-peek. Shock darts used. Buzz now playing on the cave side of Pyramids, letting them push over towards him. John Olsen, though, as he rounds that side over towards Ninja, manages to get rid of Stacks. Buzz falls down. King now with 3 kills, still somehow manages to come up with another despite only having 2 HP. Bites will try to buy some extra time. John Olsen looking to go aggro, but RB shuts him down, is looking for a little bit more. Lemmy Snacks would just like to try to get some kills here. See if King gets the shot to line up. Mako will find the elimination, and King will survive through all of it. Vision Strikers takes another pistol round, albeit this time with a bit of confusing play.
Just RP runs out of bullet, just turns his back, tries to hide his head from his opponent. Oh man, I love the setup here for the Vision Strikers. Really, really honestly, I mean, all of this is on the King. Getting these 2 opening kills lined up for him is huge. And, you know, Mako gonna swing around the side, help RB out a bit there. But RB here in a great position. If everything kind of goes sideways, he's still got 2 shock darts for the post plant. Vision Strikers, that's why you see them back off the site right away. They've got a lot of post plant utility that they're able to utilize on that pistol. They set up the wall to cut off the short side angle of A, get the plant down, and then they can back off. Just let FS come to them, and you can see, even though FS doesn't get killed along the way to getting to the Vision Strikers back lines, it doesn't matter. There's not enough time left.
Buzz for now just going to be lurking in Hall, peeking down, seeing if anybody's going to push their head out around the corner. They are not. Everybody now just going to be starting to inch their way forward to the shop. They can take that orb. First, they want to start with a drone. See if they can get this scout onto Super Buzz. It'd be really nice to try to get him out of this ninja's position. There you go, he'll clear it. Buzz has moved up right alongside the drone, just escorting him into the site. Finds one, the wall comes down. Buzz good for a second. Spots another over towards the stairs, takes a little bit of damage. Will manage to stay alive, but John Olsen looking a bit worse for wear here. 24 HP remaining for him, and Buzz will find a third. Now on pace for an ace. Push comes out, and Lammy Snacks will shut down that dream. Nice little shot from him with the Sheriff. Him and Chala versus the world, and then that reach for the classic. Oh man, can he get the last one? He's running out of bullets, but King will say nope. Manages to get that elimination. So 2 members down, Vision Strikers will take that anti-eco. Full sense now. Rifles getting ready to come through in their hands. Let's see if they can win this round yet again.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of a change up here from the Vision Strikers in how they handle the post plant because they get those 2 big opening kills. Buzz is able to gain so much space there on the right side of the Pyramids, and that just means that the Vision Strikers can push forward with those Spectres, really punish the encroachment of Full Sense here, just catch them along the way. Although Lammy Stacks has a Sheriff, and that's where things get dangerous on this map. These long-range guns, like the Sheriff, like the Vandal, can really change the tides of things. Lammy, it's a couple nice shots, it's not enough, but it's some value out of what could have been a really disastrous round for FS.
So right there, King.
Telefonda mısın sen Emre?
Just 2 away from having that. Oh, the push out. Timing there from Buzz, not ideal, but King will find a 5th kill. Shock dart going to be lobbed in. King will get tagged up a bit. Seeker's now going to be used by Stacks. Go ahead and identify where the members of Full Sense are lurking here around the B site. Looks like maybe a triple approach. The Archers in the back. There's one coming through tunnel. Trailblazer not going to be able to find too much of anything.
How fanned out the Vision Strikers are, expecting some kind of lurk here, but they're going to get a ton of information out of that camera. They are going to see a lot of members, but Lammy able to turn it around, takes down King with the headshot.
It gives him his first death. Oh, the dink goes through. Looks for a little bit more. Stacks putting quite a bit of damage into PTC and Chalala, but doesn't manage to find those kills. The fights are coming down, however.
What is this lineup?
This is going to be a nice little lineup, but Donaldson pushes forward, gets a headshot onto RB. Mako around the back will fall.
Oğlum var ya.
Come in. Cheeky little setup there for the side of Vision Strikers, but Full Sense, they get into a nice forward position. They catch RB off guard, so they can't further utilize those shock darts. They will get the defuse, and they will win their rifle round yet again.
Yeah, even though the Vision Strikers are able to get a lot of information, get some decent shots in, just superior firepower here is going to prevail for Full Sense. I like, the way that we're seeing the Vision Strikers set up for these post plants. We see this all the time with RB when he's on Sova. It's immediately him on the back line waiting to land some insane shock darts from downtown. And that's what he's trying to set up there, try to bounce one over. Just isn't given the opportunity. Great recognition by John Olsen here to step forward, shut down RB, and not even give him the chance.
Fantastically done. Now we move forward. Buzz going with the operator here on the attacker's side. Looking to see if anyone's going to push around that right side of pyramids. They are not. Just out around the corner there from this camera, so Chalala doesn't necessarily see him at all.
They sense something. There was a ping that came out, so they're suspecting that somebody's potentially hanging out there by the pillar, but right now, the Vision Strikers just got to take their time. They're going to change the pace. They're going to slow things up. We haven't even seen the toxic screen come down as far as I can tell, so they're just really waiting to maybe go for an execute. But this is an early op here for Buzz, and this is great to see from the Vision Strikers. I was concerned about what their long-range firepower was going to be like, and this is such an important map for this player right here. Vision Strikers putting a lot of confidence in Buzz on this map. Is able to get the shot on the John Olsen.
Right as he peeks out. Buzz shuts him down. That is the blaze from also online. Also finds Chalala. Strikes him down. 2 kills for Buzz.
Yalnız bak direkt bütün sıkıntıları giderebilir.
On these A site attacks. Creep around the back into shot. But RB, he doesn't even have the gun out when he runs in. Manages to draw down fast enough to outtrade PTC. Doesn't even take that much damage, and King finds Lammy lurking across into mid. All comes down to Super Bus, and with a Guardian, I mean, we've seen people pop off with Guardians in the past, but in a 1v5 clutch scenario, it doesn't seem good. And King is in his prime position. He's got 2 HP remaining yet again.
Ayaklardan başladı.
That's the King buff right
there.
Don't
want to mess with King when he's got 2 health.
Super Bus here, this is a great gun for this map, but not much he's going to be able to do off it. Vision Strikers are fully retreating into uncontested territory, so there's no way that he's going to be able to find much value out of this. There's no way he's going to be able to get a gun upgrade, I don't think. The only gun that potentially could be
Denizcan Cup 70 aydır 70. ayın kutlu olsun Denizcan'cığım, hoş geldin.
So yeah, Vision Strikers here, a clean execute, and again, this is all on the back of Buzz. The start of this round with these operators that is so crucial on this map. To be able to hit your long-range shots with the snipers is so valuable. And I was kind of curious if we were going to see any marshals, but we haven't seen any yet. I mean, this is just perfect. Yep, great lineup. Great, recognition of the positions. What can you say?
Yani AWP'yi oraya vurduktan sonra tabii ki oraya bakacak yani.
And then just kills him. It's akin to Babe Ruth pointing out into the center of the stands and just nailing that home run.
I think it's more of a just in case, you know.
Yeah. Good stuff there, but now John Olsen does manage to break forward, gets that orb, and can pop the Blade Storm here for this overall eco. Obviously, Super Bus retaining his Guardian. Everybody else just going to be on Classics and 2 Sheriffs. See if they can make this happen. It would be a fantastic turnaround here for Full Sense. Stop Vision Strikers from getting those stretch leads that they so very much love to run away with.
Yeah, you can see VS just going to put the toxic screen a little bit deeper onto A this time. Kind of makes me curious what the post plant setup is going to look like here this go around, as it is going to be Stacks pushing well forward, and the rest of them are just waiting behind. So again, they're just going to be looking for some of these post plant situations. King going to be really important in alley to lock this down.
They get in rather cleanly.
John Olsen.
Make his exit. John Olsen will get him in the head. Weapon not going to be in a recoverable position, so it doesn't help him out in that regard, but still a man off the board.
Eyvah Mako.
Falling means that they have lost out on their one rifle.
Ulan yazık lan.
Around the corner, and Mako cannot get prepared in time. Off shot not going to connect there from Buzz. Does get blind, but RB manages to hold it down for 2 before falling to Lammy Sacks' shot dart. Buzz out with the blades, manages to cut down both. And takes the round for Vision Strikers, where it started looking a bit shaky.
I know that Full Sense
but I
really like the way they approach this on the retake.
Absolutely.
Coming into the post-plant scenarios, they've already identified what Vision Strikers is trying to do on their attacker's side, and they're trying to take advantage of it. Now, you know, Mako just caught in a little bit of a weird timing there around the corner as Viper's switching over to that snake bite, but that's okay. RB is there to pick up a double. You know, Stacks did get taken out early with that incredible headshot with the blades from John Olsen. But it is the right ideas. I mean, I think if FS has all their guns in hand on that round, I think that is a very different round there for the Thai squad.
Oh, for sure. So good damage dealt with the disadvantages that they were working with. Now have
kontrolü almaya çalışmıyorlar bile.
Okay, John Olsen's going to be joining the Vandal party as well. will be outnumbering the Phantoms, and that's not going to be the most shocking revelation for us here, as we were already chatting about it, given that it's a long freeze. Stack's not using the Vandal, though, does still surprise me a little bit.
I mean, the Vision Strikers have really dedicated themselves to the Phantoms. It seems like they just converted 100% almost over to it. You know,
Şu an alan yaratıyorlar Jet'e.
There's maps where I feel like that's maybe not the right call, but King doing such a good job here on this long lurk. Gets deep into the defender's spawn.
Through halls, catches him right in the spawn. Really nicely done, and that is going to be the neural theft.
Tabii Cypher'da orada olduğu için A'ya oynuyorlar.
Okay, we'll shift over to the A site. We know that there's two there.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's now going to be used. Tax finding that ult for the second time. Door to be opened. Pulling back, but will get spotted, and King is in prime position. Cyber Cage to keep himself blocked. Oh, he actually thought he got the kill. Turns away, turns back, and still takes down John Olsen. King is on an absolute tear.
Ya var ya, gerçekten ders niteliğinde bir round oynadılar ya.
When you're in the zone and you feel like your shots just enough of them just
Ya
landed.
şeyi çok iyi yapıyorlar. O ne amına koyayım.
Fortunately turn around and do it somehow. I mean, this is just King's round.
Birbirlerine yardımlaşarak kill aldırmayı, birbirlerine kill aldırmayı çok iyi yapıyorlar. Mesela Sova okunu attığı anda şeyler açıldı, smoke'lar açıldı, direkt smoke'tan Sova okundan vurdu yani eleman. Şu an direkt skill farkı var ya. Takım arasında. TR'den neden izlemiyoruz? Çünkü FPS düşük TR'de.
I mean, dude, King's already halfway back to his neural theft. I mean, this is just such an important round for him. It gets so deep, gets the information on where they are.
Senin vuruşların korusunlar abi, yoksa herhangi bir yerden buldukları vuruşları kendi vuruşları.
Nasıl yapalım? Benim vuruşları yapsınlar ya.
Tamam.
Aynen. O şey var mı? Yeterli kaynak. Şeyde klipler falan silindi ya bir ara.
Abi benim bilgisayarda vardı. Onlara bulayım ben. Var yani, var evet.
Tamam, onları bir şey yap bakalım.
Tamamdır abi.
Strikers very much playing around this, just going to be creeping forward.
O zaman az video. Ferit merhaba. Facecam'i yaptırdığın tasarımcıya nasıl ulaşabilirim? Facecam'i yaptırdığım tasarımcı mı? Nasıl yani? Overlay'ini mi diyorsun? Overlay'i kim yaptı lan benim? Burakhan yapmıştı, orada ulaşamazsın şu anda. Teşekkür ederim abi. Çok sağ ol. Navi yapar abi sana. Navi.
10.000 dolar.
Hoş geldi abi. 10.000 dolara yapar.
Mako cannot draw down. He cannot scope in fast enough, and suddenly he's all on RB. He's ready for Superbuzz to push into window, but he cannot get the shot.
Abone gelince animasyonu falan diyor. Abi o arkadaşa maalesef.
Yeah, this is such a good round for Full Sense. And first of all, I like the way that
Yok, katılmadım mesela.
himself when he's going for the spike plant. He's just a bit further towards the defender's side than you would normally be planting by that pillar. So that's why the initial Hunter's Fury actually misses him, hits Buzz instead. So that's a nice little recognition play here from Stacks. But the follow-up here, again, from Full Sense, what we were talking about in that previous eco round, Achilleos, where they are swarming to the back lines of these post-plant setups. You know, Mako's back there waiting with the snake bikes, trying to find one. They don't even give him the chance. They just pressure him and RB and make sure that there's no hope.
Teşekkür ederim cevap verdiğin için yayınlar. Rica ederim, ne demek. Çok sağ ol.
So smart here from Full Sense.
John Olsen having upgraded to the operator. Looks for a similar peek, goes for a blind shot just in case he can catch a straight target. Does not manage to do so. A couple guiding lights being thrown out by Stacks over towards the A site. Gives a nice little warning ping, so it seems like he did spot somebody. Dart out, Buzz pulling back just below the vent. John Olsen gonna be blinded.
John,
ay, distracts him for just long enough. King makes his way forward, gets the headshot out. Nice steady there from Buzz, manages to outtrade Superbuzz. Doesn't even actually get tagged up. All the bullets whizzing past him like he's Neo. Spike now going to be planted, just like that. Vision Strikers, as the pendulum swings, are looking to regain control of this game, not letting Wtcn try to string any rounds together. Just for good measure, they throw down
Çok zor ya bu ele almaları.
Mako says, "Come on in."
Yeah, this is going to be really difficult here for Wtcn. Buzz still.
Did he not see him?
I don't know if he did.
I
think the toxic screen came down just at the right moment there. PTC trying to flash his way through. Going to take a little bit of decay damage
Evet, bence de save en mantıklısı.
Nothing that Wtcn can get.
They got to save.
Yeah, they can't break through these defenses, so it's time to just pull out.
We'll just go ahead, pull back. I mean, King's getting himself into a decent little lurk position to maybe find the other members. Moves back down, peeks the doorway, sees that there's nobody there. PTC will find one for his trouble, so will not allow the flawless round to come through. So, takes one gun away, but fortunately for them, it's not the round victory that they were looking for. Vision Strikers maintaining a very healthy lead 4 rounds up.
Arnav 12. ayın kutlu olsun. Ben Cabbar 10 lira. Favori takımın kimleyiz? Yani şu an çok kestiremiyorum ama ya Vision Strikers çok iyi geldi gözüme ya. Çok iyi oynuyorlar yani. Ama tabii bilmiyorum karşı takımla okyanus yani. Biraz maçları izleyip grup maçlarını ondan sonra söylemek istiyorum. Ama Liquid'in kazanmasını veya tabii ki Wtcn'in kazanmasını isterim ya. En başta.
Shut down yet again, operator on the floor. You can see now, I mean, PTC is like, I was, set up to play, off of you. Now I find myself a little bit stranded in mid. There's that a couple blinds. Just cycle back over into the shop through cave now to assault this A site yet again. Hunter's Fury going to be used by RB, looking to escort his teammates out onto the site. They're actually going to turn tail, make their way over towards B, because King says, hey, I'm in. There's no one here. It's completely unoccupied. But Chalala, look at this, gets himself forward in mid, manages to find Mako, and now everybody's going to be rerouting.
Yeah, I like this play from the Vision Strikers. PTC tries to get through, but Buzz is going to shut him down
Phantom
before he can
problems.
get a kill. A little bit of damage done, but not nearly enough here, as still King locking down the backside of B. Only 2 members left for FS, and this is just a great read here. I like that RB opted to go for his ult into the defensive position there to keep his team, alive, to give them the ability to get out, because I'm sure that Vision Strikers are pretty keen on the post-plant stuff, but they got plenty of other utility anyway. Just use that Hunter's Fury then, totally fine. Nice shot, Superbuzz.
Yeah, finally managed to stabilize there with the taps, gets the one onto King.
2 daha alırsa winnable.
Still need to get through 3 more members on the side of Vision Strikers and Buzz. Perfectly lined up there on the archway. Gets the final shot, tailwind away for style points. 4 kills for Buzz. Absolutely.
Evet ya, bir Wtcn Sentinels maçı olsun artık.
Fairly nicely done. Vision Strikers continuing to surge forward.
Cino'yla
I mean, I just love the planning
and
and
the
preparation that Vision Strikers
görelim
has
karşı
coming into the
karşıya ya.
attacker side on the breeze, all about the post plant, all about, giving Buzz, enabling him, whether it be him getting through on the entries, but once he's got this operator, he's just filthy.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for PTC. He gets himself stuck out at such a wide angle. He
Bir de
can't
Korean jet kanka.
deny that line of sight.
Nasıl eyvallah olsun
He
bu
gets to
adam.
reset, peek back out, gets that double kill, and just sets him up for everything to snowball into his favor. John Olsen and Superbuzz looking to maybe get aggro here. Sheriff's out. Buzz wary of this, throws down the cloud burst. Says, okay, come on, walk into the shop. And the Trailblazer will confirm a forward position of at least 1 player. Now they'll have to pull back behind the pyramids to stay safe.
I like the way they do that. They time Buzz's movement. They go all the way around, so he comes from an off angle to see if anybody's lurking inside of that poison cloud. Nobody there, but that's a nice little set play. That's the little things from the Vision Strikers. Stuff like that where they're trying to put their opponents in the worst position possible if they're pushed up.
Mako's ready for this. He's staring up at the top of the rope. Says, we haven't really been watching hulls. Somebody could have moved forward. Staying privy to that. John Olsen going to be dashing away from Ninja, tries to stabilize, gets the 1 tap there onto Buzz, knocks him to 45 HP, but cannot get the kill. Chalala, however, will manage to find King. Given how he's been performing on this map so far, that's a very valuable pickoff on his otherwise eco round. Chalala does have that Vandal in hand now. Up, gets the 1 tap.
Chalala ne yapıyor lan?
Chalala again comes up with 2, manages to find 3 kills so far. Can he do more? Neural Depth going to be committed. Spike planted, the bites coming down.
Ay çok iyi fake attı var ya.
Oh. Down to size. Trying to spam through the wall, but just can't quite get enough penetration there. Find that elimination. RB's ready for the quick peek.
RB de çok iyi oyuncu ya. Orada Cypher kamerasına ultisine fake attı çok güzel. 8-2. Evet, buy round. PS için son şanslar. Ve AWP'leri yok. AWP alamıyorlar mıydı peki? Evet, alamıyorlarmış. Paraları yok. Hala kendime gelemedim ya. Ben dün sabah 8'de yaptım.
And this would have been the side of the map that I felt pretty confident for full sense. Just, you know,
Dün
get
diyorum,
John
bugün
Olsen
sabah.
heated up with the snipers, whether that be marshals or
Bilal Kaya 13 aydır.
barely able to get there.
Ayko
And the one
cepti.
time that John Olsen had an operator, he got shut down by RB. I mean, RB
Severiz.
just blasts him, just blooms him. And then what are you going to do? I mean, then the defenses start to fall apart here. You don't have that long-range firepower that is so crucial, in my opinion, on this map. So, for full sense,
evet ya, benim kahve içmem lazım ha. Maç arası giderim şimdi.
And they're not able to convert that into further success. They found that one round win off of a bye, but that's it.
Dün Efe'min doğum günü vardı. Biraz eğlendik dışarıda.
Ad nauseum coming into this event during the LCQ. It was him and PTC, the names that were being repeated. Right now, it's PTC occasionally, Superbus occasionally, Chalala here on this map. We're not seeing that dominance from John Olsen that we were very much expecting, and it seems like it's just a very slow start for him in the tournament. But when it's, you know, double elimination here at the off the bat, and you're potentially going to fall out, you know, into that lower bracket right off the rip in the first series. You need to get fired up and you need to have it happen quickly. You cannot make any mistakes after this. This would be a hell of a run back here. At least 2 more rounds, make it a 4-8 half. Becomes a bit more plausible for full sense to try to turn around this map.
Yeah, and again, you know, John Olsen, I don't want to ride him too much, but this has been the criticism of him. Particularly, you know, you remember Kilios when we were working with the SEA casters, Illustrato, Asarai, and Black and Blue, and they all said it, that he's hot and cold. And when he's cold, then FS is cold.
There's PTC gone. RB finding one. John Olsen will get
Bu neydi şimdi?
on the board for full sense, but does get traded out. So a 2-for-1 exchange.
Yani midden agro denediler. Biz site'ları tutamıyoruz madem. Bir agro deneyelim dediler herhalde. Ama onda da aim konusunda sıkıntı yaşadılar.
You know, off of a timeout, they probably said, look, FS is probably going to try to get aggressive, either down mid or down a off angle, down a flank. So let's
10 saniye mi gerideyim?
It's an easy crossfire, it's an easy setup for them. Now Buzz to push forward, or he's really up with that op.
Yep, Seekers go out. Superbus has to clear those. Pulls back away. So behind the left pillar.
Yayınını yaptığım için olabilir mi?
Oh, man, instant snap on from Buzz. Finds one, does get darted. Wants to try to exit here. Gets tagged up. Barely manages to make it around the corner. Throws down the weapons. Just panicking, just hitting everybody possibly can. Will manage to make it out with his life intact, but slamming Snacks only going to be good for Stacks. And that is 9-2. Last round in the half here. Vision Strikers looking for the 10-2. Buzz has overtaken King but substantially now. It's 16-5-1.
Evet, mola fenaydı ya.
Base roll gun drop, but that's okay, Buzz. You did
mola
your job.
alıp
That's
yük
good
kuşladılar.
enough. Gonna throw the gun. I mean, he's just.
Just, oh dear God, get me out of here, please.
Is he actually gonna drop the operator this round? I saw him on one of our other monitors throw it into the ocean. I saw him head over and throw it into the ocean. So this is pretty interesting. What are the Vision Strikers going to dial up here? It is. I think this is kind of on the back of seeing that the Viper's Pit is going to be here for FS. And that it's going to be a bit more of a claustrophobic fight. There's going to be a lot of battling inside of the Viper utility. Not just FS's, but also the Vision Strikers. So really interesting kind of change of pace here.
Got a really forward push coming out, though, from Full Sense. They're getting a lot of information right now. Making their way up through elbow. John Olsen out in mid. Will manage to find one. Gets rid of Stack.
Double door'dan giriyorlar. Gene
finds RB. He's going to upgrade that Guardian very quickly.
Böyle aldılar galiba artık ya. Aynen.
is going to be left all on his lonesome. A 1v4 to try to make it a 10-2. Buzz, are you up to task? The drone comes out. He's going to be shot. Rami, with a quick little peek around the corner, will strike him down. 3-9 yet again here.
Heaven da galiba 9-3
Fullsense
bitmişti ilk
ready
yarı.
to move over the attacking side.
Yeah, this is. I really like this from FS. They just put their foot on the pedal. They, you know, that last round they tried to push up by the mid pillar to try to get something going. Didn't work. This time it's just a slow and steady lurk all the way around from the long B side, and that catches the backside of Vision Strikers for maybe the first time in this. We've seen post-plant setups kind of be disrupted for the Vision Strikers. We've never seen them be broken early like that.
Yeah, well, it's another rough start here for Fullsense. We'll see if they can dig deep and come back in the second half. But first, we're going to throw over to the analyst desk for the halftime breakdown.
Thank you very much. Guys, I feel like a little bit of deja vu here, Jess. Map 2, but another 9-3 start for Vision Strikers.
You know what? We expected them to come in rather strong, and it was a little bit of an unknown map for me. I wanted to see what Vision Strikers had to show, and I think they put on a pretty damn good show for us.
I couldn't agree more. I think this is exactly what I wanted to see out of Vision Strikers. Not a very tactical, perfect game, but a game where they can just kind of grind it out in a slow pace on breeze, and they could just destroy their opponent. They did nothing extremely special. They had great lineups for post plants. Dear God, they were all over those. But I'm just so pleased by watching this style of Vision Strikers that doesn't need the layered, synergized executes to win.
They were responding to what a lot of Fullsense was doing a lot of the times. How many times did they go, we want to push here, we want to apply a utility, uh-oh, we're getting a little bit too much resistance, rotate back. You know who was making a lot of the map control? And I didn't expect it? King.
Yes, I'm so glad.
You know, we're on the same wavelength, Sean, don't you?
Evet. Harika.
Like you're referring to, he had a lurk through the A halls where he got a pick, pushed up aggressively, and then the lurk out of the door. He just had so much impact away from the pack, and when you have a player like that on your team, it opens things up.
Gives me the Nats vibe, not gonna lie to you. Gave me the Nats vibe.
Well, the question is, for the side of Fullsense, you know, they have to do something in the second half.
Kalbim yaralı.
İzledik bunu abi. İzledik abi. İzledik abim. Ya izleyelim sizin için.
Kalbim yaralı. Gönlüm yaralı.
Like, wow, we are like 80+% on our attacking side. They're only hitting about, you know, rounds here and there, and then they'll lose another. They can't chain them appropriately on their attack like we would like them to. So if you're looking for a Fullsense comeback, it's going to have to break some of those statistics and set a new precedence here for Fullsense.
Oh, well, Sean doesn't believe. Do you believe, Jess? Can they maybe do it?
Honestly, I didn't even think they would make it to a map 3 to begin with, and I'm not going to stray away from that story.
Oh, well, we shall see. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm going to send this back to Paperthin and Achilles to get us underway for the second half.
All right, thank you very much, Yinsu. I mean, holding out hope. You know, that's good. That's
thank
what
you very much, Yinsu.
Energy from their fans, from the audience. Send it out to them. Yeah, Goku style. Energize these players because they need everything they can get.
I was gonna say, you better be building a big spirit bomb. Right now, Vision Strikers in firm control of this.
Ooh, okay. John Olsen, he was trying to go through door, got that tonight away from him. Shut it, but manages to push in on top of RB, gets that kill, now comes around the back and Stacks is not ready for it. PTC will find Mako, and this is looking very clean, but King will find two. Buzz going down, King cleaned up, and Fullsense starts things off right foot forward. This is exactly what Sean just got done saying. They need to win this pistol round. They need to get the ball rolling. It's a fantastic start to the second half for Fullsense. Can they roll with it? We're going to find out.
It's kind of exactly what we were thinking on Haven, right? Same scoreline, same change of sides. Yep. It is going to be the attacker side for Fullsense, and they finally get this pistol round here. This is really important for them
Soş,
to turn the tide.
14.
That's a good start.
olsun, çok
Good
teşekkürler.
aggressive stuff here from John Olsen. That's when he's at his
Memnunum
best, and I
Jeff.
do see that Marshall
Best
coming through from him. This is what I want to see from
Çok
John Olsen.
teşekkür ederim,
He needs to
çok sağ
get
ol.
heated up with these guns like the Marshall, like the Op, and
Ayaklar
that's when
43
Full
numara.
Sense can really start to turn the tides.
Creeping forward through cave, looking for a target at the back of pyramid. No one's going to be giving him the opportunity, and something tells me that Vision Strikers are very well aware that he might have that Marshall in his hand. So don't want to give him
bakayım neymiş
any
ya.
line of sight whatsoever.
Beğenirsem atarım.
You see Buzz moved up at bricks, just waiting to see if anyone's going to be coming advancing forward here.
Yeah, there's no way I'm challenging John Olsen with a Marshall. That is not something I would want to do. I mean, Soldom definitely gave it a few goes during APAC LCQ, but it is no easy feat. When the guy is feeling it, he is just, it seems like he's untouchable. It seems like he is just going to pop every head that he sees. But yeah, really slow on the start, but that Hawk going to come through and maybe lead the way for this Full Sense execute.
Gelmiştir. Stack starting to move forward.
Nereden?
Blinds coming out. Oh man, Buzz! Point blank gets the weapon pick up, sprays him down. Chalala out of the fight. Lemmy Snacks will manage to shut him out. Goes ahead, recovers the weapon, but that is a huge amount of value here from Vision Strikers, finding 2 kills off the back of that blind. What a play from Buzz. Now RB duking it out with Superbus here in the hallway, tries to go for the right click. Can't quite make it happen. Superbus will find that elimination. Lemmy Snacks cleans up a couple others, and now it's just going to be Mako on his lonesome. Scoops up the Ghost, 1v2. I mean, it's versus Spectre, it's versus Marshall. Spike is planted. If he could pull this off,
vermiyorlar.
what heroics from Mako we will have witnessed.
Great timing on that by Superbus, waiting for the reload from RB before he peeks that again, knowing that he's very low on bullets. Good job keeping track of that. So really nice stuff here, but that maneuver by Buzz. We'll get to it after this round is over, Achilleos.
Bakın benimki neymiş lan? Merak
Got
ettim.
the Spectre now.
Tahmin ediyorum.
More possible. Johnson starts looking over to this side towards cave. Around the side. Doesn't pay attention, but Mako actually pulls the trigger. Spots it.
Ömrüm olabilir ya benim.
4 kills. Sets up nicely here for Full Sense to take this round. That's their 5th on the board now.
Yeah, it's a great recovery here by Full Sense after... It's not a dash. I can't call it a flash and dash. It's a flash and a sidestep for Buzz and Stacks. Goodness gracious, just instantly domes one. No hesitation after he gets the Spectre in hand and just goes to town. But then it's Lammy Stacks with the counter punch. Just steps through to the site, takes 2 down with the Spectre of his own. Nice little attempt here by the Vision Strikers, but good tenacious play from Full Sense. And I know that Full Sense has plenty of energy in the tank. They just need to keep building it up.
And if they could do it here in this round, that's going to help them bridge the gap even further. Pretty much an all in here for Vision Strikers. Not going to be too much credits left over for them if they lose this.
Ben maç arasında ne yapacağımızı buldum.
Back on an eco, so we'll see if they can get it done.
TFT abi.
It's kind of a weird toxic screen
TFT abi.
from Full Sense. I want to see what they're going to do off of this. I have thoughts, but I'm kind of curious.
Niye?
Herkes aynı kompu gidiyor.
Like, is this going to just be setting up for a doors push? Are they just trying to cut off this mid angle so they can safely get to the store? It looks like that is indeed the case. As PTC is pushing his way forward, but the Vision Strikers are pretty well situated for this. If he does come through, but oh my goodness, oh Buzz.
8 kişi var orada.
They are so close, these don't even realize it. Stacks
Çok
in the
mu
meantime
OP?
still playing outside in mid. Oh, the smoke comes down, Buzz is right on top of him. Just had no idea, no chance to react. You're decayed all the way down to 1 HP. John Olsen, not sure if he meant to go for a fake there, if he botched it a little bit, either way, it doesn't matter. He does end up falling. That Trailblazer does spot out the other 2. Lammy Snacks with a nice little headshot, but Buzz comes up with 3 kills. Again, looking strong here. Vision Strikers turn it around when they desperately needed to. They now have 5 rounds up. 3 more to go. It's going to be a 2-0 series. Full Sense, they need to fire back here.
Yeah, I mean, that toxic screen telegraphs pretty well what Full Sense is thinking there, and they're right in position. Buzz again is reading all over these things. He's getting right up.
Lukas öyle bir hizmetim yok maalesef kardeşim.
I guarantee is throwing Full Sense off
Arkadaşım bu
a
tarz
little bit
videolar
at
yapıyor.
times.
Onu
They're a
mutlu
team that
etmek için izlesini atmak
is aggressive
istiyorum. İzlersen
themselves, and I
bakabilir
think,
misin? Çok
of
güzel
course,
videolar
they're
benim.
used to seeing other teams in their region just
Abi,
fight
maalesef.
point blank. That is very, very common in the SEA matchups, but for Buzz to be this aggressive off of these things, to kind of push through into that toxic screen, even though it is a little bit of an awkward moment with PTC, he's still able to win it. And yeah, I mean, this particular toxic screen I think is a little more valuable than the previous one, because this one at least lets you cover your post-plant scenarios, whereas the other one's just about getting to that, and then you're left with a wide open A site on your post-plant defense. So very, very difficult to cover that. You don't have much control.
Abi çocuklar gözlerini alamıyor ki. Tamam lan izleyin maçı tamam. DC yılbaşı logosu evet artık ridik.
Ha, onu ben ayarlayacaktım.
Ona bir şey yapalım. Verdim ya Alper. Aynen öyle. Aynen öyle. Ben bir ara bir 3-4 gün çok pis hasta oldum Amerika dönüşünde. Orada belam sikildi.
Where this hit's going to come through. They will hear that guiding light and suspect that this is going to be a collapse onto the B side. We'll see if they're going to be able to stave them off. Stacks over at wall. Got King in the back. Tailwind forward, pushes out of the smoke. King, however, going to be good for two as John Olsen finds Stacks. Superbus
Stacks minik sıçtı. Mini sıçış.
A 2v3 with Superbus low on HP, trying to get the spike planted. Approaching now. Oh, that shock dart narrowly missing. Would kill, but neither of them connected. PTC will find one, but now it all falls to him.
PTC alır.
A 1v2, tailwind forward, Buzz gets himself over towards the pillar, tries to deny vision, but Buzz out-trades him. That'll be the defuse, and that's going to be 11
2021 özetin hazır.
Oh, that was a great dart. That gave Buzz a pretty easy kill there. He has to transfer off of it. Really nice setup here. Great retake for the Vision Strikers. The King is nasty.
Oğlum DMC lan.
This is what I've been talking about a lot.
Amına koyayım.
Coming into this event is to keep your eyes on King on this sentinel role on the defender side.
Son anda kıstım ha.
Unbelievably difficult to break, and you can see there he gets 3 kills in that round. In that round alone, just holding it down.
Yeah.
Look at these. I mean, he's just nuts. Buzz doing a great job coming in. Good timing, good teamwork. I love Stacks.
Oh, the man just exudes confidence.
Jenerik müziği. Favor, Beyoncé. Tamam. İntikam peşindeki kadim ruhu yendiğin sırada çal... Yani ne anlatıyor bu abi?
Kaç dakika abi?
Bakıyorum. Nerede yazıyor abi? Full izleyeceğim mi bunu ya?
Paylaş dersen şey oluyor, direkt sonuna geliyor. Şey bir yerde paylaşman gerekiyor. Ekran çıkıyor.
Dinlediğim dakika sayısı 25.800 dakika. Yani Türkiye dinleyicilerinden %90 daha fazla dinledim.
Benim 164K.
Sende durmuyor ki bro, hep açık.
Makara.
Abi en çok dinlediğim şarkı Ahyan Kurtulmak. Ananı sikeyim. Kurtulmak ömrüm. Şehim beni ışınla. Hayrola yemin olsun. Yemin olsun da çok güzel şarkı yazın.
I mean, and then he shuts down the ult, and that's it. That's round over. Spikes down right on the bad side of the pyramid. I don't know what you can do here. Stacks, of course, very ready for it around the corner. They know the PTC is going to be coming through mid. They've got a crossfire just in case.
Abi niye İrfan Can'a amcık dedim?
This is it. This is match
amcık demedim oğlum, adamın söylediğini yazdım oraya. Uzak okuduk. Bir maç arası Ahyan'ımız var. Sayın Gültekin 18. ayın kutlu olsun. Everybody else, they have a decent amount of firepower, but obviously it's still a bit wonky. 2 Bulldogs, a Guardian, and a Spectre. They need to find some value from this ult.
And I mean, you've got the op for Buzz. He's got the blades behind it even. And that flash here, Stacks is using it to escape, but it's not going to work. Lammy Stacks going to get him with the Bulldog.
Really great shot down there. And that is going to be the setup for the near ult depth. Now they'll be able to identify where everybody else is at here for Vision Strikers. Buzz still goes for the peak. Actually swings out.
Orada bir tane kaldı yalnız. Onu biliyorlar. Bunu biliyorlar. Şu an Vision Strikers ayıkmış olması lazım durumu. Şu adamı vurmaya oynamaları lazım ki Sova pikliyor ve vurdu. RB nokta atışı yaptı ya. Yani eğimin soğukkanlılığı diyecektim, sıçtı. Mako.
HP, John Olsen from now here on out needs to hit heads. 1 HP.
Oy.
Oh, Mako just snaps to the left, finds him, and they're running out of time. Superbus will find
Oh.
Mako. That will drop it, but he is going to go down.
Tabii.
Buzz will get the finish here. One
Tabii.
last right click. 13
Evet, Wtcn Strikers ilk maçı kazanıyor ya. Grubunun da ilk maçı, turnuvanın da ilk maçı. Zorlanmadılar. Yani ama ben oyunlarını çok beğendim Wtcn Strikers'ın. Gerçekten çok beğendim. Çok güzel oynadılar yani. Takım iletişimini bayağı yüksek gördüm ben.